everybody, it's Katie. Thank you so much for being here. There's been a lot going on in the country, in the world, a lot of change is happening. And so I'm gonna take a moment this morning and just work in my art journal and do just a little bit of collage work. I'm gonna pull out some of my magazines and just get some text and some images from there along with some other collage pages and just have a slow, peaceful morning in my journal. So if that's something that sounds good to you as well, I would love for you to pull out your art journal and whatever materials you would like to use, and let's just create something together at our own pace and something that feels good. All right, so go ahead and grab that stuff and I'll meet you back here in a minute. All right, before I get started in my art journal, I'm gonna pull out a couple of my favorite magazines like I mentioned. The first one is Bella Grace. This is just such a beautiful magazine. And I just find every now and then pulling out these magazines that I've had for a while and revisiting them really feels good. I can go back through some of the text that I've highlighted or just kind of read the articles with fresh perspective. So I really enjoy this, and I don't always incorporate text and images from magazines into my collage work, but every now and then I do have fun with it. So feel free to take as much time with this as you would like. I'm not gonna film too much of me doing this just because I feel like you get the idea, and you can always pause this video and do this on your own. I always like to put on some music, maybe light a candle, and just kind of get in the zone with this. So any quotes or text, single words even that stick out to you is what I'm trying to pull out. So here is the next magazine, Breathe magazine, another beautiful, inspiring magazine. And I just like to do this where I, pull pieces of the image. I don't like to take an entire image, but I'll pull little pieces of it to incorporate into my collage work. And these three magazines really have so much fun illustrations and colors, patterns. Kind of pushes me outside of what I'm used to. So that's why I like to do this. So I have a little pile going. And anything I don't use here, I can just keep in a bag or whatever and use that in the future as well. And then Flow magazine, another just favorite magazine that I like to keep on hand. I don't buy these every month or anything like that, but every now and then I will grab one to treat myself. So I just have my X-Acto knife. That's the easiest way for me to get in there. You can also just use scissors, of course. All right, so then once I feel like I have a good pile going, I can move on to my journal. So I'll open up a new page here. And I've been craving having some time in here, as I kind of already mentioned, like it just feels like so much is going on, and there's a lot of heaviness and frustration and stuff going on in this world, in this country, and every now and then it feels so good just to get in your journal, get some thoughts out. So whether you're following what I'm doing here or doing your own thing, again, I just encourage you to turn on some music, get in a good, peaceful spot, and have fun with this. Very, very therapeutic for me. I feel like I haven't used these markers in a while, so it feels good to be pulling those out. And no rhyme or reason here. I just start it and we'll see where this takes me. So what I think I'm gonna do for the remaining of this video, I think I'm gonna just put on some music and let you all create your own art journal page while I'm creating mine. And then I'll circle back here at the end. I just really want to emphasize that do what you need to do right now, lots of self-care, and let's just keep slowly moving forward, staying focused, and staying as optimistic as we can. All right, I'll meet you back here shortly. would love to know how your journal pages are coming where you are. Are you happy with them? Are you still working on it? Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you are so on to something else at this point. This was one of the first videos I've recorded where I created this journal page in real time versus fast forwarding it. So I'd be anxious to know if you guys are still around and made it through the whole video here. I hope so. I just feel like sometimes it's nice just to put on some music and create something and not rush through it. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and just a reminder that when things are feeling like a lot, you can always pull out your art journal and work in it. And whether you use it in this way, like collage work, or you are a writer and you like to just write things, write out your thoughts, it's just always a good place to go to. So you see that I incorporated some of the magazine clippings that I had pulled out at the beginning of the video. I didn't overdo it, just a little bit, some of the quotes that I found and parts of the images. And then I also incorporated some of the tissue paper collage pages that I created in my last video, which I'll link here. Those were just super fun to make, and you can see how easy they are to incorporate into your pieces. So you can use a lot of different things, whatever your style is. And as usual, I left some white space too. I just kind of like that aesthetic of leaving some white space, some areas that aren't so busy. But certainly you could fill this thing up as much as you want. And I'm still using this watercolor journal, which is great because it can hold up to a lot of weight from the paper and glue and that kind of thing. And all these materials will be linked in the description. So if you are enjoying this video and you'd like to be part of my monthly newsletter that I send out, just a reminder, I'll put the link below as well. I just send out notes every month just with updates about what's happening in the studio, as well as just some inspirational stories and ideas that you can carry with you into your creative life. Very low key. I know how it feels to have a flooded inbox, so I'm not trying to overdo the messages to you guys or anything. I just like to check in every now and then. All right, I'm just going to be adding a few finishing touches here. And let me know what you think about this video. How was the pace of it? Is it too boring? Is it too slow? Or is it just right for what you need it today? All right, and here we go, a little close up. And again, as always in art journals, you can go back and keep working on this later if you would like. Nothing has to be final. But I'm happy with where this landed today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.